The reason I got into design was I was going to school for architecture, really hated the field but liked the artistic side of it. So I decided to take a graphic design class in high school, kind of fell in love with it there, and that was all she wrote.
I am John's girlfriend, so I've kind of been through this whole process since it began.
I heard about the contest one day when I was sitting in a graphic design class in college, and a kid in my class was actually talking about grassroots, all this stuff to one of his friends, and I kind of just looked it up.
He told me about how he was gonna go out for this contest and that he had to design a hat and basically something he thought people would like.
So I created 4 different hats for the contest. The one I didn't think was gonna even get close to being in the finals ended up being the hat that won everything, so that was kind of cool. I submitted the winning design an hour before the contest ended. The idea was that I don't like hats with crazy outsides. I really kind of just like the hat to be simple on the outside and just kind of fun on the inside, considering Grassroots had the ability to print on the inside. So I took the opportunity to go with the theme of classy outside, party inside, which is actually on the taping of all the hats on the inside. So that was supposedly what the company liked about the idea.
And it was the last round, and he was like 20, 25 likes below first place, so he was in second. We had till a certain amount of time for the likes to be over. I just remember I was at work and I was on my phone just checking constantly, and he was texting me and his brother was texting me, and we were just like, we gotta do this.
The prize for the contest was 25 hats of your design. Depending on what place you got in, you got 25, 15, or 10 hats.
I remember just him like carrying 25 of these hats to his front door when they got dropped off with like a smile from ear to ear. Just, you know, to see your own design come to life is a super cool feeling.
One day when I was in the parking lot of college waiting for my next class to start, they called me, gave me the opportunity to kind of start my first hat design through them, and I took full advantage of it. Kept getting projects from there on out, and just kind of knocked them out in my free time when I wasn't working my retail job. And my job title right now is the lead designer and head of client management. So I kind of deal with all the client collaborations. Daily I meet someone new, I get them entered into our system, and then I get the design off to a freelance designer.
One thing that's super cool is John's always asking my opinion on how I feel about the hat, and he, you know, really cares about like what I think, and I think it's cool that, you know, we're able to communicate through our art and what we both agree on and disagree on. There's been a few hats that he's made that actually has my photography on the inside. So it's really cool that, you know, he is able, like, John's all about giving, and, you know, he's rather, you know, than going on Google and searching for a random image, he'd rather it be from someone that's, you know, very passionate about their type of artwork and what they do.
It's when I'm not working with clients or working on grassroots projects. Other kind of things I do at the company is product development, working on new items for us to kind of have at our shop, as far as like button-ups, maybe a new hoodie, maybe some socks. Sometimes we go to trade shows as a company. Like this year we attended Agenda Long Beach, Agenda New York, which are 2 of the biggest streetwear shows out there right now. I'm going actually this week to SIA, which is a snowboarding trade show out in Colorado, where we're displaying our brand, trying to get different collaborations.
Funny story, John doesn't like to brag about himself at all, so that is like kind of my job, I think. So there was one time I was shopping in the mall, I saw his Bluntox hat. I was like, that's John's freaking hat. So it was like, I gotta go tell this guy that it's John's hat. So I like go up to this guy, I was like, yo, your hat's so cool. Do you know who made it? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I just got it from Grassroots. And I was like, well, that was my boyfriend.
So one of the companies we work with is Friends Vision, which is led by two snowboarders, Jack Matrani and Danny Davis, who they also hold their own event every year called Friendly Gathering. And we actually did hats for their company Friends when it was a headphone company, but now they're kind of just like a media company, so we still do hats for them there, and then we also do the official hat for their events every year, which is a really cool thing to be a part of.
John's designing and his work is super meaningful, and he's just super talented at what he does, and he likes to give other people a shot to be a part of it always.
Every opportunity you have, you should take it, because I would have never thought a Facebook contest would have landed me a career in a sense. I can only hope to help grassroots go. I can only hope to help myself grow as a designer. Yeah, if you're ever walking around and you see the little sprout on the side of a hat, take a look at it, because it might be something I designed. Don't stop it till the break of dawn.